Hi guys, Super Silicone Mom Carol Mark here. As promised you guys, I told you I would be coming back and letting you guys see me varnish this baby doll. And I am back, you guys. I have taken the liberty of going ahead and getting my varnish ready. One thing about varnish, you guys, you have to make sure, look at that. See the hair? You have to make sure that there's no hair or anything, you guys, in your paint. And that's because, you know, my hair, you guys, hang down. So sometimes it can get in the paint. As you saw, there was some in the mix. I always wear something on my head, you guys, because, you know, I'm older. Older, not old. I'm older. And sometimes hairs can fall out, or you know, in the air, there could be hair. You just have to make really certain that you're not getting any of that in your mix. And I did see that hair, you guys. I did see that. So you have to be very careful. Making sure that you all get it all mixed up. There are no, there's no lumps or anything. You have to make it kind of creamy, like, you know, make it kind of creamy, like, I'm trying to think of yogurt. Like something plausible like yogurt. Anyways, you guys, here's my mix. Let me show you. You just have to keep going and going and going, because I'm going to show you why. This is why, is because the matte varnish, when it comes, it is so thick and crusty, you guys. That's what makes your baby get the crusties. If you use it like I use it, right out of the thing, make sure, very sure, that you are getting out all the lumps and all the crunchiness, because if not, that crunchiness will show up on your babies, you guys, and it's called the crusties. That's what had got me wanting to not varnish. But varnishing and sealing your doll is all a part of it, you guys. You have to just get past that. You have to get past that and keep going. Now that I've learned how to properly varnish my dolls. I love varnishing, you guys. This is it has become one of my favorite parts of doing the doll, because this is the final step, one of the final steps, you guys. So, and it is very important. Like I said, making sure, you know, and it takes about 30 minutes maybe to get this stuff plausible to where you can work with it without having any any crusties. Now, I'm probably not going to use all of this, you guys, because this is just a small baby. This is a small baby, and this is a small baby, and she didn't want anything. She just wanted the skin textured, you guys. She changed her mind about the hair and everything, so that's okay. That is okay. She did tell me before I started to varnish and everything, because when you varnish, you kind of want your eyelashes in, your eyebrows in, if you're going to do the eyebrows, so you can seal your eyebrows as well. But she decided against that, you guys, so that's fine with me. That makes my job even easier, because once I varnish and get him ready, he's done. So pray for me, you guys, while I do this. Like I said, I got it down to a science now, you guys, but like I said, varnishing can be your favorite part, or it can be your worst nightmare, honey. Let me tell you, I have found that out, and I have worked past that, you guys, and I am back in varnishing again, making sure that my babies come out looking fantastic. So, yeah. Oh, my gosh. And you want to be really careful that if there is any kind of loose paint, like in these ears, for instance, you want to make sure that you're not getting inside of the ears, so that you don't get that transfer of paint. You want to make sure that, you want to make sure that you are just getting what you want to get out of your varnish. You don't want it too thick, you guys, because that also can make it crust up on you. We don't want the crusties, you guys. We really, really don't want the crusties. Because I want to get this little baby boy home. He's ready to go. He is ready to go home. So I'm going to go ahead and get him all varnished and sealed. And you guys, once I do this, I'm gonna get to try my new wave oven. I'm super excited. And I already know how to use it, you guys, because I used to use my sister. She has one, but hers is for cooking. So she let me use it a couple of times. I like the way that it worked. You know, but like I said, anything that you try for the first time is going to take mastering, you guys. Even, you know, I'm a good cook, but when you're cooking a doll, it's nothing like cooking food, you guys. Just letting you guys know that. Because I know a lot of you guys out there are going to want to try to start reborning. I'm all about encouragement, you guys. I'm not about discouraging anyone to do anything. You know, you can learn to do anything, you guys. You know, you have to stay positive. And, you know, reborning takes a lot of hours out of your day for you to get down the technique and get what you're trying to get out of it. Now, the reason why I pounce like this, you guys, when I varnish is just because I want the skin texture. As you can see, once you pounce, can you see that, you guys? The texture that I'm looking for. See it? That's how you get your skin texture or the realistic feel of the skin. And like I said, I'm just looking over the baby as I do him to make sure there are no loose hairs. Normally I have my light on, but it washes me out and the baby when I have it on. So I really like to see the babies come to life at this point. He is going to be a cute bald baby, you guys, but my suspicious part of me is just going wild, hoping that the reason that she didn't want this baby completed is so that, well, I'm not going to think negatively, you guys, because like I said, we have already been through this with the first baby. And in my eyes, he was perfect. But it's not what she was looking for. It's exactly what she said, but it wasn't what she was looking for, you guys. She was looking for a whole totally different look for that baby, for this baby. So she says I've captured it, and I'm getting him ready to go home, you guys. So be prayerful. And like I said, with this, you know, normally I would put in the skin color that I'm using, but I'm doing his feet and everything. And like I said, she wanted light varnish. She didn't want him with heavy varnish. I'm going to tell you guys, the varnish you can't see. It's clear. It dries clear and everything. You can't see it. So I like to varnish about 3 or 4 times. And that's just to make sure that the paint is going to be protected, you guys. That's the reason why I like to do it so many times. But you really want to make sure that your paint is protected under there, and he's perfect. This is just how I wanted him to turn out. You know, I wanted to do more, but there's such thing called customer satisfaction, you guys, and I'm trying my best. You know, and sometimes with customer satisfaction, everybody's not going to be happy. Everybody is not going to be happy. Some people you can make happy and some people you just can't. You know. And my suggestion is that if you're dealing with a customer that you can't come to any kind of agreement, I would suggest don't knock yourself out, refund, and move on. Because I've tried it both ways, you guys. I really have. I will do up and above. Let me say this. I will do up and above what a customer asked me to do, but I can't be bought, you guys. I'm not let you take me out of my zone. I have to be able to be creative, you guys. I have to be able to be creative. And that's why I said I was trying to move away from custom orders. And I'm going to explain to you the reason for that too. The reason for that is because, excuse me, in my eyes, people want what they think they want. Now, as an artist, you know, I have a full range of what I see. You know, when I look at a doll, I'm already sizing that baby up as what he could look like, he or she could look like. But, you know, if I got the vision and you said you trust me with your vision, with the vision that I see, you guys, and then once I get to this stage, if you stop and I am varnishing and you want to change something, you guys, that's what causes the crusties. If you have to do anything to upset this varnish, if you do anything to upset the process while you're doing it, it could be a disaster. That's why at this point, when I start to varnish, that's why I try to make sure everything is correct and proper that a person wants before I start to varnish. Because once you put this varnish on, you guys, it almost makes it impossible. It almost makes it impossible to take it back off. You know, almost, you know. And if you do try to remove, sometimes you get the crusties. You guys, the crusties is a very, very sad place for an artist to be. Very sad. It's sad and heartbreaking because, number one, these kits cost a lot of money. You know, well, it's not the kits, but you put a lot of work into it. These baby dolls can be very expensive, you guys. They can get to be very expensive. So, I try my best. I try my very, very absolute best to make sure that before I get to this point, that I stay in constant contact with the buyer to make sure before you start this process, is this what we want? Is this what, you know, you like? So, I really don't like sending spoiler pictures, but I have been lately with all of my orders, you guys, because I want to make sure. Like I said, when you do a process, you live and learn. You live and learn. So I'm going to let this dry, and then I'm going to do it all over again. You know, like I said, I do this several times, but I'm just going to do it only twice on this baby because I was asked to lightly varnish. I don't know why the lightly varnish, because the varnish is what protects the paint. Like I said, I don't know the reason behind this baby being stopped right here. I haven't done anything or said anything to upset anybody. So, like I said, I can only do, you know, and if it comes to a point to where money is a problem, you guys, you know, that's when you need to talk with. I think that's when you need to talk with your artist. Let them know, hey, I'm having a financial problem, you know, and everybody can understand that. You know, you can put it into a term that everybody can understand. And this baby, I would just, you know, get him ready and be prepared for shipping. I wouldn't just say, well, okay, I don't have the money, I want to stop right there. Because let me tell you something, you guys. If I stop right here, which she wants me to do, and I'm going to do, I would be worried that she would, you know, that it's for a ulterior motive, you guys. Especially when you have a doll that has been fully made, fully dressed out, fully everything done, sealed, hair, eyes, eyelashes, you know, everything. And then you just want a simple bald baby. Now, this could have been done with the first kit. I'm not upset about it, you guys, but the reason that I have to talk to you about it is because once it gets to this point, you know, you can't just go and change it, you guys. That's the only point that I'm trying to make. And I know people think that I am mad or anything about having to redo a whole doll. I'm not, you guys. The only thing that I'm upset with is it costs me money. That, you know... And especially when I was doing exactly what the person wanted. I showed the picture, you know, and I don't know. Like I said, sometimes it's just you want what you want. And I ain't tripping. I'm not tripping at all. Because but this is a promise, and this is something that I know to be a fact, is I'll never get the Celeste kit for myself, you guys. Because I've went through so much with this last kit right here. I would never get this kit for myself. I'd have problems bonding with it. I couldn't. I liked the kit at first. Maybe if somebody else painted it for me, I would take it. But just for me to buy one for myself, and no. No. I did actually like the kit, but no. I'm going to let this one pass. I just heard gunshots, you guys. You know, it's nothing better than being in the sanctity of your own home. You know, but when you do like I do and you have a lot of people, you feel unsafe, you guys. Like I said, I've had somebody pop up to my house and be like, please, would you please say Super Silicone Mom? That's scary. Anyways, like I said, things that go on outside of my house, I'm normally not in participation because I don't go out there unless I just have to. And that's trips to the post office, you know, stuff like that. And I'm just going to do this one more time. And then I'm just going to go over it one more time, you guys, and then I'm done. But I really wanted to get on here and sit and talk with you guys. I can't believe my babies aren't crying and waking me up. You guys, I'm going to have to get me a nanny. I have a lot of babies in my nursery now, you guys. That's why I don't like this. Because if a doll doesn't sell, or if I end up doing a doll for some reason that I don't bond with it, if they don't sell or if they don't move around, they're stuck here with me. You guys, I don't want any more babies right now. I know. I like making the dolls for other people right now, but I don't need another doll. I really don't. Like I said, people send me stuff and give me stuff. That's great. I love that, you guys. But sometimes when people give you gifts, they be expecting other things out of you. So I'm just going to try to get my work done. You know what I'm saying? I don't want another baby, you guys, right now. Well, that's not true. That's not true. I'm going to get me a doll made by Julia Crystal. You guys know she's one of my favorites. That's Winter's mom and all for reborns, in other words. I want her to do me a doll. I want to have one of her dolls in my collection. And there are a couple other artists that I do want. There's a couple other artists that I want a doll by. You guys, I'm going to tell you, just because I do dolls does not mean that I don't get reborns for myself. All of my dolls are not my work, you guys. I do have a lot of other people's work. You know, but I ain't never claimed nobody else's work for no reason. I mean, I've never claimed anybody else's work trying to say that it was mine. I do always let you guys know where I get my baby dolls from. You know, like I said, most of them are already in there right now are mine, the ones that I've done. I do have a couple that I haven't given away. You guys, I'm starting to try to lessen my load a little bit. I'm going to have to get a nanny. Those babies, oh my gosh, I stay in there so long that my husband is wondering, have I moved into the nursery or something? I just don't do videos so much, you guys, now because, you know, like I said, I love seeing you guys. I love seeing you guys. But now, when I do a video, it's too many requirements right now for me, you guys. You know, people, you know, soon as, and I do giveaways, frequent giveaways, you guys, but every time somebody sees me come on, they know I'm a giveaway station, and they immediately start asking me for baby dolls. You guys, I can only afford one a month. I'm just going to let you be honest with you. I've always been straight up with you guys. I can only afford $1 a month, you guys. So, like I said, when I sell babies, my money goes right back into my business. So don't go around there thinking I'm rich or none of that and I'm making so much money hand over fist, because if I did, y'all see different clothes. Y'all see different stuff. So, yeah, it's not like I'm making a whole lot of money. But at least the money that I do make, I share with you guys. You know, the giveaways and stuff, the money, the free, you know, all that. It ain't free, you guys. It costs Miss Carol. I don't have, like I said, I don't have a sponsor, you guys. I'm trying. But, you know, I need more subscribers. So that's why my push for the subscribers has gone up. You guys, I need help to get y'all these babies every month. You know, I really do. I need help, you guys. And when I ask you guys for money, it is so that I can keep giving these dolls away. And I don't just be dry asking you guys. When I ask, there is always a deal with it, because I don't want to have to owe anybody, or for nobody to feel like I owe them anything, you guys. I never ask you guys for anything unless it is for a giveaway or something that is going to benefit you. And normally when I do ask you guys to do something, there is always something in return. That's just how I am, you guys. I don't ask you to do something for nothing, in other words. Because, like I said, my channel is a participation channel. Most of the time, in all my giveaways, you have to be present to win. You must be present to win, you guys. And that's how this giveaway is going on this time. You must be present to win. I'm not going to have to try to look you up or do any of that. You guys have to be there. You have to be there or be square. Or be without a baby. Oh, he's looking great, you guys. I'm just hoping. So I'm really just hoping that this is just as far as she wanted to go. Or maybe she's running out of money. I'm just hoping that she doesn't try to. You guys, I feel like I close out a relationship with a friend trying to still be friends. Everybody doesn't do that. When you close out a relationship, most people are vindictive and they're out to get you and wanting to do something to you. I've learned, you guys. I've learned. Miss Carol came on here so naive, you guys. I came on so naive. I didn't know anything. I didn't know not to give out my real phone number. I didn't know not to give out my address. Like I said, I was really computer illiterate before I started doing this, you guys. Because I didn't use it. I didn't think it concerned me. I didn't want to learn. That's crazy. I didn't want to know how to use the computer because I thought it was evil. It was from the devil. I didn't want to use it because I felt like, you know, I'm raised different, you guys. I'm on a different timeline than you guys. Most of you guys. You know, I'm not a kid, and I'm not, you know, and I'm not that young no more, you guys. You just have to realize, you know, most older people don't want to fool with that computer because they feel like, you know, there's chips in it, or there's, you know, something in it, you know, that, you know, it's not godlike. I'm just going to tell you, you know, you guys, I'm trying. I want to make it into heaven. I done went through all this. I'm not going to let one thing get me knocked out of heaven or get me knocked out of God's good grace. So I felt that the computer was doing something. I didn't trust it. And I know that sounds crazy or Flintstone-ish, but that's just the way I thought, you guys. And I didn't trust it, and I didn't care about what nobody thought, that I didn't trust a computer. My pop right now, we got computers and everything around. He will not. And if somebody say, well, what's wrong with my computer? He'll say, I didn't touch it. We know he didn't, but that's the first thing he'll say. I didn't touch it. It wasn't me. And we know, Pop. We know it wasn't you. And they definitely know it wasn't me when I first started out. Now, I've gotten to where I can do multiple things on the computer. I've learned a whole bunch of things. And now I feel good that when somebody has a problem or a question, they ask me. I'm like, I'm learning, you guys. So I'm still in my learning stages at this point. I just need you guys to bear with me. Miss Carol's going to pull all this together. You watch and see what I tell you. I'm going to pull this together, you guys, because like I said, this is something that I truly enjoy. I really, really enjoy talking with you guys. I love painting. I love the smell of the paint. I love when you put it in the oven, when it comes out, the varnish and the paint and all those scents, you guys. I love that. I know that sounds crazy. I know it sounds crazy. Yes, it does. But, you guys, it's just something that's in me. My dad before me painted. My dad painted. My brothers used to paint. You know, so, you know, art has been in my family a long time. And I have just evolved, you guys. This is my canvas. So, I use this when I want to And this is how I express myself, you guys, but I have to be able to be myself. I have to be able to make beautiful work, you guys. I don't want to say I can't do that if you're in my ear the same time, because I can multitask. I don't mind a customer calling when they have a baby, when I'm doing a baby for them. I don't mind that, you guys. It doesn't bother me. But when you call and you constantly change things, that bothers me. Because when I'm already focused. I have my mind set on what I'm trying to do and what you've asked me for. But if you change it, then my mind is not working right. This part is still trying to go like this, while this mind is in, you know, turmoil. I need everything to work like this, you guys. Everything needs to work just like this. When I'm moving forward, that's how my mind works, like a train. This girl's moving forward. That being said, I'm getting ready to bake this baby, and I still have a little bit more over here. So you guys, I'm just going to check spots, make sure I got everything on here perfect. And then, as you can see, he's got a nice sheen to him. I hope you guys can see. He's got a great sheen to him, you guys. I love it. Hold on. My sinuses are really bad, you guys, so. Now, let me show you the difference between the baby dolls. Let me show you.